What's up, guys? Welcome to the TMG podcast. This is actually
Today's episode.
Today's free episode.
Ah,
But if you want the bonus episode that went up today as well, you can find that on our Patreon. That's patreon.com/tinymeatgang, and the free episode will be ad-free as well on there. So,
and if not, thanks and enjoy this one. Peace.
peace. If me and my gang pull up.
All right.
How's that?
It's pretty good, man.
How's this? And if me and my gang pull up. How's that?
Just one more time.
If me and my gang pull up.
I like that. A little
Thank
vibrato
you.
thing. Pull
Pull
up.
up.
Nice, dude.
How's that?
It's good. Guys, we're live from our capsules today. You know, shit's a little scary right now, so we just thought, why don't we just play it safe this week?
Virtual
And
episode.
I know, you guys don't like this, but we promise we will not look at our phones during this whole thing.
Yeah. Hold on. I just got to send a text.
I just got
Hold
a
on.
quick text.
Hold on. I'm playing this really fun game right now.
Hold on, my toe is stuck in stuck in my router. Pulled a Sam.
Here, it is a virtual episode today, but that being said, we're
We do
making up
have-
for it by having a very special guest on
Extremely special.
for the second half of this podcast.
Yeah.
If we've coordinated it correctly. I don't know if we have, honestly. It's up to, we just got the number, and so it's basically up to him whether he wants to
Yeah.
join this Zoom at some point or not. I'm hoping that he does it.
I hope he just does it randomly.
I gave Kyle the link, so maybe he'll just pop in
I'd be like, what up, boys?
and then just leave.
Ladies and gentlemen, you wouldn't believe it. We got Newt Gingrich on this week's episode.
People are like, what the fuck?
We got Pete Buttigieg.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Deerdeck.
Hey.
I'm trying to think of someone so completely
outlandish.
out, like far out from our group or our fans or.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Reggie Watts on the podcast today.
No, that would make sense.
No, wouldn't he? He's like actually musically talented and he's super,
funny.
He's funny as
I would
fuck.
love to have him on the podcast. Reggie Watts is fucking good, man.
Maybe one day, man. Anyways, yeah. Guys, we have Nancy Pelosi on today's episode. We actually had a story of someone telling me that he was blasting an old episode where we did like the most racist podcast in the world bit, and that played out loud to new coworkers.
Wait, who?
A listener just messaged me and said, dude, I was playing an old episode where you guys did this is the most racist podcast on the internet.
Welcome back to the Racist Hour.
And he said that played out loud. I think he said he had a new job.
Oh no.
And he's trying to do the whole, no, it's a joke.
Yeah.
They don't actually, no, I'm fired. Okay, got it. So rest in peace to that man's career.
Rip, dude. I mean, fuck.
Sorry, bro.
Sorry, but not really.
You take a risk.
Yeah, exactly.
That was your fault.
Yeah.
You cannot listen to this show on speakers. Some of you have not learned.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, what's been happening this week? A lot and not a lot.
What has happened?
We
this
just
week?
need to be comfortable asking that question. You know, I think we always try to pretend that we have shit to talk about. Right? Purely
Well,
from memory?
Here's one thing. The 6ix9ine documentary came out on Hulu. I haven't watched it yet, but there's plenty of people asking us to comment on that.
No, what is there to come? We saw the whole thing. We literally lived the whole thing in real time.
Yeah, this is a weird trend now of documentaries coming out like a month after the storyline concludes.
Who's that documentary for? 50-year-old women that just saw a rainbow hair guy in the news and they say,
I actually think I think that's what it's
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
I think it's for
They
adults.
said he's an MS-13.
Yeah, exactly. He's got rainbow hair and he's a rapper.
Unbelievable.
What?
They should have just made a documentary where none of it's factual about
Yeah.
him.
Oh my God.
That would have gone bananas.
Oh yeah. Like he's actually the first person to go to space.
Yeah. No. Like, it has to be believable, I think. Okay. You know? He started out, he was one of the original, you know, He was one of the original delivery drivers for the Amazon Prime or Amazon Fresh division, you know? He was one of the first hired drivers, and he said, fuck this, man, I'm pursuing music. And so Elton John actually gave him his start. Elton John came across Como, and he said, who is this? And Elton John's people had to explain, well, this is a parody. He said, I want to know the original. And Elton heard Gummo, and he said, this is genius. Who is this kid?
This is garbage. I like the original. I like the first one I heard.
I like Como first. Yeah, the whole documentary should be about 6ix9ine beefing with the kid who did Como. And how 6ix9ine's career, he never got paid appropriately for his career because the Como writer took it all.
Yeah. Now that's a storyline.
Yeah. I was just trying to, dude, semi-related, I started a show on Netflix. I think it's called Undercover. It's a Dutch show or something.
Okay.
It's dubbed. I like it a lot. You should check it out, dude.
What's it called?
Undercover.
Okay. What's it about?
It's basically, it's about some town in Scandinavia. I forget where, but they produce a lot of ecstasy there.
Okay.
So this series is based on real events of two people going undercover, living part-time or living casually next to the head of it all and trying to get into his life. And, so far I'm liking it. Some parts are on the nose, but it's an enjoyable series. So.
Why is it that so much ecstasy is produced there?
I mean, Dutch people, man, they're just down.
They just like to do it. That's why they make so much
of it. Yeah. Yeah.
Where else are we going to get it?
when Dutch police go to seize drugs and they seize ecstasy, they pass some back. They just divvy up the bag. They say, well, we take two for us for later. And
the roll balls.
And then you take the rest of this. And then the people they were arresting get the drugs back. Or no, they get the drugs back. They get the drugs back so that they can take the drugs in prison, so that the time in the Dutch prison can pass a little bit better.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
What is a Dutch prison anyway? Making clog shoes?
No, that's too much labor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's probably just chilling.
Clearly, we saw ASAP's prison hole, and everyone's like, "Dude, that's my dorm, dude."
Wasn't that in Sweden?
Sweden, Scandinavia.
Yeah,
it's all close, right?
I remember people kept talking about this one ecstasy producer. Fuck, what was his name?
Wait, hold up. Thinking about ecstasy producers, like actual producers, is just so funny.
It literally was like that. He had a brand.
Yeah.
It was what was it? He made the orange Teslas. You ever heard of those?
Let's just Google it.
The most famous ecstasy pill. They had the Tesla logo on them.
Tesla.
And this guy's name was CP.
CP?
Yeah. Hold on, let me Google that real quick.
I just searched who produced orange Tesla MDMA. Elon Musk. Elon's an idiot. He did tequila. He should have just sold MDMA.
Orange Tesla. CP.
The whole drug underworld has profited off my brand for years, and it's time for me to take it back. So I've created my own ecstasy. And with the new Tesla Autopilot, you can take the ecstasy on the highway. And you don't have to worry about crashing into anyone.
And you can absolutely roll your tits off. I mean, without having to worry. Also, COVID is fake. Indeed. Did you see that tweet that was like, I just took 2 PCR tests, or 4 PCR tests. 2 of them were negative. 2 of them were positive. Something bogus is going on here. It's like, it's so funny that the way he just does not tweet like a billionaire.
The way rich people tweet about COVID is the same way we act when we get a parking ticket or when we get pulled over. It's so funny. They're like, oh, dude, I took my thing and like, I don't know how I got it. There's no way. There's no way, dude.
Yeah. It's also
I was
mostly
doing
like
80?
Oh, this sucks.
Yeah.
This fucking blows, man. I gotta stay inside for a week.
So lame, dude.
Yeah, but I don't. It's just funny, like the way that Elon, he just tweets his thoughts. You know, he's just like something's weird. Something weird is going on here, and you're like, you know how many people trust your word like God? Like how many 14-year-olds now that think COVID testing is rigged because you just tweeted that?
That's why he does it, man.
Yeah, probably.
Elon wants to be more celebrity than he does a tech guy anymore. He's transcended being the smart guy. Now he just wants to be the hot, smart, rich guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that's what he always wanted to be.
Bet you he leaks his nudes.
Yeah?
I think he's gonna do something weird like that.
Like a Pornhub tape is gonna come out.
No, like not that egregious. Yeah.
What?
I feel like he would just tweet a picture of Grimes with pasties on covering her hoo-ha standing in front of him, and he'd be like, regular Sunday, quarantine going just right. Man, I just got a visceral thought of him clapping Grimes' shit.
Oh, God, no.
His surprised ass belly button.
Gross, dude.
Hit the surprised emoji front dad bod that he has, just two tiny nipples and his big old belly button, like just bouncing off her lower back.
Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord.
Just
I pretty much saw that, man. Remember?
I know. Dude, the 180 you did there, I'll never forget. I remember
saw
just
them
standing
making
there
out in person. I saw Grimes and Elon Musk making out in person. I saw that, and that's a real story. And I turned around to Noel, and I was like, ooh.
Part of me
Like,
wishes...
I kind of feel like if they would have seen me see them, like Grimes would have come over, or maybe Elon would have come over and be like, come here, son. Come here. You just saw something you're not supposed to. And he grabs me by the hair like this and holds me up, and Grimes slits my throat. And you got to watch me just bleed out all over the ground.
No, I picture he'd just come up to you and be like, you try. And then he makes out with you. And you're like, oh. And then Grimes is just watching with a big ass smile.
No, Grimes comes over there and she's all like, maybe she tries seducing us. And we're kind of like, oh, what is this? Some sort of group sex thing? And then she goes in like this and just sucks the soul out of our body.
Just hands us 2 orange Teslas. CP's my best friend.
CP, that's the guy's name. If anyone knows any more info on this guy,
CP on the tabs.
he was the most famous Ecstasy producer, I'm pretty sure. And then stopped once 9/11 happened or something like that. I forget what happened.
Is there like a Silk Road YouTube for drug production where it's like, a beat tutorial? It's like some 17-year-old kid in the suburbs. Yo, it up. It's your boy Hot Bars. Just gonna teach y'all how to press Xanax. Super straightforward.
I bet you there is, man.
Not cutting with Fent. That shit's so whack, dude. Fuck Fent. Fuck Fent forever. Anyways, dog. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get it started. So first, gonna start like sodium nitrate. Blah, blah, blah. It's just this.
Go. What you're saying?
No, just like this lazy ass tutorial, and it's like the cuts are all bad. Added this, add that, add potassium. Typically, me, I like to cut a little bit of inositol in my Xanax because I feel you don't really need the full Xanax. You just only need a little bit.
This is a TikTok. That's what it is. It's a super fast-paced TikTok tutorial.
Yeah.
What's up? Today I'm going to teach you how to make Xanax.
Comment if you want more.
Comment what you want to see next. Look at what I sent to the talking points. That's the ultimate ecstasy pills right there, branded with the Reddit logo.
Yes, dude.
This guy was posting it on Reddit. A picture of ecstasy with the Reddit logo branded in it. He says, beautiful little fuckers, aren't they?
Unreal. Unreal.
My favorite press. They're closer to 250, but same diff. Very available in SoCal and Bay Area. CP Reddits are my favorite press by far. Isn't this crazy? Ecstasy
Dude, that's
Reddit?
such an unfortunate sentence that someone's going to cut out of context right there.
Oh, yeah. CP is an awful brand name. It's just an awful acronym. Never use that for anything.
Cody's. And now welcome to Cody's CP Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have one question for you.
What's the question?
What is honey?
What is honey? Well, it's a sweetener, of course.
But also these days, it feels like online shopping is the only shopping we really do. That's where today's sponsor, Honey, comes in. It's the free browser extension that scours the internet for promo codes and automatically tests them when you're checking out. Honey is basically your online shopping best friend.
Here's how it works. You get Honey on your computer for free in 2 easy clicks. Boom, boom, 1, 2. Then when you're checking out on one of its over 30,000 supported sites, Honey pops up and all you have to do is click Apply Coupons. You wait a few seconds as Honey searches for coupons for that site. If Honey finds working coupons, it'll apply the best one to your cart automatically.
Bam.
It's literally the easiest thing ever. I use it on pretty much everything I buy online. It's just boom, boom, and then it saves me money. I love it. It's great.
It's simple. If you have a computer, Honey should be on it. It's free and it works with whatever browser you use. You can get Honey for free today at joinhoney.com/TMG. That is joinhoney.com/TMG. Joinhoney.com/TMG. Hit that up so they know we sent you. Thanks, Honey, for supporting today's episode.
I just remember looking into this guy's story because I thought it was really interesting because someone told me about it sometime. They said CP, this is the main exporter of ecstasy. This guy would make like thousands and thousands and thousands of pills and send them to the United States from Sweden. And he would sell a fuck ton on the Silk Road. And then I guess when that happened or something like that, he stopped making pills for like 3 years and then all of a sudden started it again. Like disappeared off the face of the earth and then all of a sudden started making hundreds of thousands of pills again and importing them.
I wonder what his view and his take is on making this stuff. You know, is he a dude that looks at it like it's a craft and in his mind, I'm just making something that people enjoy and I can't control how people use them, you know, that's not on me, but this is a beautiful thing, or is he just thinking, yeah, I'm gonna make a fuck ton of money and I don't care, you know?
I don't know, because you got to think like if he didn't care how people felt, then there's no point to the brands. The reason why they brand the pills is because then people get used to the way one of them feels and they can find whichever one they like and whichever one they have the most fun on, and then they know that every one that looks like that is going to feel the same, or they know with a certain degree of certainty that it will.
Yeah.
I guess with illicit drugs, you never know. But that's kind of the point, is that like, oh, the orange Teslas were the best because everyone felt like they...
I don't even know that you could have the Advil of ecstasy. You know what I mean?
Oh, like oh yeah, like the main one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like it's all ibuprofen, but you know, Advil. You know?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, this is the Ecstasy Hour, by the way.
Someone clanging their beads together. Yeah, let me explain.
Yo, if someone's rolling right now listening to this, I want to know.
Bro, we've talked about this before.
Rolling listening to a podcast.
Here, we can help you out.
Imagine rolling listening to the shit that we watched in the bonus episode last week.
Oh, God. Oh, this guy's eating me out, dude. What the fuck? What the fuck? Turn it off. I can't feel my hands. That's not really ecstasy. That's wild. I didn't know that. I learned something today.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Ecstasies have different vibes. Is there an intentionally bad ecstasy? This one makes you feel fucking bad, dude.
When would you ever want to do that one?
Maybe you just have such a good life. What? I want to feel paranoid. Take this, man. It's booger flavor. This is the booger flavor. What is the jelly bean shit? Burt's
Burt's every flavored beans or whatever. Birdie
Yeah,
Bots,
but
every flavored beans.
Birdie Bots, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
all different kinds of ecstasies.
One of them
This one makes you really itchy.
One
It
of them
gives you
just shaped like an anchovy. Yo, this one sucks, dude. This one sucks.
Why? I mean, you feel decent, but it tastes like fish, and you just taste fish for an hour.
It's just MDMA and X-Lax.
No,
This one makes you roll and shit your brains out at the same time.
this one, it just gives you temporary eczema for 6 hours. It just makes you really itchy and kind of euphoric. It's very strange.
It's funny because like literally weed is like that to me. I just know it's gonna make me feel like shit. And when I used to smoke it, it's like I went into it knowing that I would feel bad.
Yeah.
I know that once I put this in my body, I'm gonna wish I never did it.
Yeah. I've never had that reaction to weed. I was always surprised when you told me that.
What about like coffee though? What about that? Because
True,
you said
yeah.
coffee gave you anxiety, and for me it still does that. But for some reason,
You
I
still
like
go.
the taste so much. I'm like, I'm just gonna do it. Even though I know I'm gonna feel like ass.
It's kind of
That's
like,
Sorry, go ahead.
no. You finish.
Well, I was
You
just gonna
finished
say
it.
it's like I remember hearing about my friend's brother that basically this guy, he's like really successful guy, really like he's kind of hardened mentally, right?
Yeah.
Really determined, and I don't know, he's just successful, right?
Yeah.
He felt like shit for a certain period of time, so he like did this survey on himself where he would just stop eating and drinking a certain thing week by week. Stop drinking dairy, stop drinking sugar, or eating sugar for a week until he found what was making him feel like shit. I was like, that takes so much self-control that I just don't have.
Man, Tom's homie went through something similar. He was getting some crazy, like he couldn't figure it out, some crazy allergic reaction, and he had to go on a similar diet. It wasn't so extreme. It was the inverse. He cut everything out at once and then slowly added stuff back in. Mm-hmm. But there was a month or 5-week period where, for 1 week, he's just eating oatmeal. And then the next week he has something else. And Tom showed me pictures. This dude dropped 20 pounds. He looked bad. Tom and his friends would ask him, "Are you alive?" They all went and hung out at some lake house, and he fell asleep. And Tom said they were joking. I think putting their fingers under his nose or some shit to check if he's breathing.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, not
Like,
the
do you
same
think you
thing.
could ever like lose a fuck ton of weight for a role? Like,
I
if
look
you-
at stuff
if
like
you had-
that, and I think, nah. I don't care about that art of acting that much. Where I would say, yeah, I want to torture myself.
Yeah.
I could get buff for a role. That I can do.
I mean, what if they said like $5 million? Would you lose 15 pounds? Like, starve yourself.
15 million is 15 million. What's my role? Like, what's the movie?
You are, let's see. You are
A skinny streamer. Yep.
skinny
No, go ahead.
streamer.
No. Go ahead. What's my movie? What's my role?
You work
As a
in a
skinny guy.
warehouse
Okay.
and you are sick. No, that's it's a really sad movie about you losing a lot of weight because you're sick.
So just a guy at Home Depot with like dysentery?
Yeah.
Just diarrhea?
Yeah. It's a really sad movie about you pooping all the time and losing a bunch of weight.
Come on, Daniel, hurry up. Bring those hoses here. It's about to be gardening season. We need all the hoses at the front. Boss, I can't. I got the rhea again. You always got the rhea, boy. Move those hoses.
You sound like Chappelle a little bit.
Oops.
Did you watch by the way, his monologue on SNL?
I
It was
did.
great, right?
Other people have said this. I'm not the first one to say this, but he's just he's just in such a mind state where, and I've seen people say that Carlin got to this point where, it was beyond stand up, It's just public speaking.
Yeah.
And I think that's the craziest thing about him is he doesn't really have to joke so that you want to watch him talk. I think that part is crazy.
Yeah.
Now, that's just such a dope place to be in. Just get on stage and say, I'm going to just pontificate.
Yeah. 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 I almost feel like some of the jokes like took away from it at some point because we all just wanted to hear him make an important statement.
Yeah.
On a day as iconic as that day.
The thing I didn't catch that other people noticed was at the end of the monologue, he said good night and he dropped the microphone. But what I didn't catch was he's sort of just implying no one's going to watch SNL. And that part didn't even occur to me because I literally turned it off after he said good night. And I didn't even processed the fact that was on SNL. There was a whole show afterward that I didn't give a shit about. I said,
so he didn't say welcome to SNL at the very end?
No, he said good night and he just threw the microphone down.
Jesus Christ.
Hard as nails, bro.
That's pretty dope. He's like, this is about me.
Yeah. Yeah. See ya. Sorry, I had a joke and I lost it, but yeah, that shit was. So from that, a few days later, I went back and watched the old Chappelle show, just sketches, and oh man, whoo! There's no way now.
That he can do any of that. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But they were hilarious.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude. The opening one of season 1 where he's parodying that old Mitsubishi commercial with the girl dancing. That shit just threw me for such a loop because I was crying, first of all, remembering that dumbass commercial. Do you remember that shit?
No.
It was for the eclipse. And it was the eclipse with these, extended exposure lights going through the commercial. And she's just in the eclipse like.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I do remember that.
And so the bit was Chappelle driving and this girl's in the passenger seat and they're listening to EDM. And she just like won't stop dancing. And he's looking at her saying, does this bitch ever stop? Fuck is wrong with you? And then he kicks her out and then he gets another girl in the car and then they're driving around the street and they pass by the girl that he kicked out and she's just on the corner still going at it.
You could make that now.
No, you can definitely make that now, but there was this whole bit where they show other footage that was cut out of the other girl dancing in the car and like her titty pops out and they freeze frame on Chappelle looking over at her tit. I'm just sitting there like, come on, titty. I was like, geez, man. Hilarious.
Damn.
So funny. And before all of you go, oh, Noel thinks titties popping out is funny. Yes, I do.
Titties are funny.
Titties can be very funny.
Yeah.
And
awesome too. Tits are dope.
Yeah.
Boobs.
Boobs are cool, man. Hot take.
Ample bazonkers.
Hot take. Cody likes breast. And with that being said, Newt Gingrich, everybody. Newt, how do you feel about titties popping out?
Listen, we might have to. So he looks like an hour away or something like that. So maybe we could pause recording and pick it back up when he's in the, ready to pop in the Zoom.
Okay.
What's that smell,
Guys,
bro?
What's that smell? Well, I'll tell you what that smell is. It's fresh, pre-measured ingredients and mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door with HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. It's easy and it's stress-free. All right, you like cooking, but you don't like the hassle of going to the store and measuring the ingredients and all that stuff. HelloFresh does it all for you. They offer convenient, no-contact delivery to your doorstep for easy home cooking with the family. It cuts out stressful meal planning and grocery store trips so you can enjoy cooking and get dinner on the table in about 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's flexible for your lifestyle. Easily change your delivery days or meal preferences and skip a week whenever you need to. Right on the app. Keep your fridge stocked by adding extra meals or additional proteins, quick meals like breakfast on the go or their 10-minute lunches, even desserts to satisfy that sweet tooth. Cody, they're looking at you, bro.
Sweet tooth.
HelloFresh is also committed to giving back. Okay, they've donated to those in need so far in 2020. They've donated 3.5 million meals. All right,
Well, that's a lot of meals.
Yeah.
And you can help too with HelloFresh's Beyond the Box program, where you give nutritious meals to those experiencing food insecurity with just a couple clicks in the app.
Bam.
Kelsey and I cooked with HelloFresh all last week, and it was great. The most of all the recipes are just really good. We cooked this bibimbap recipe, and it legitimately was like and a penne one, and it really tastes like restaurant food. It's fucking awesome. So if you want to try HelloFresh, just go to hellofresh.com/tinymeat90 and use the code tinymeat90 to get $90 off, including free shipping. That's code tinymeat90 at hellofresh.com/tinymeat90 to get $90 off, incling free shipping.
Wow.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half.
We did a little a ritual during the break, and we actually changed the time of day and what we were wearing.
Yes.
So it just completely teleported us, dude.
It's a new thing that we're starting.
Yeah.
Where we want to be dressed differently for the second half, just as a little like keep it spicy for the people listening, especially because you can almost feel our different outfits. You know.
Yeah.
You can feel we're kind of like. We're different. It's different energy, you know. I'm wearing a white hoodie, which is stupid. You know, white hoodies are dumb.
I was about to make a bad joke.
What?
White hoodie and.
Oh, is that like a white hood? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. Okay.
It's such. I don't mean bad like edgy. I mean bad like hack. Like, I think recently people have confused that. By the way, on my end, I have this super villain lighting, and the footage is going to look super funny to Nate.
It looks fucking ridiculous to me right now.
I mean, on camera over here, dude, my bald spot is hot as hell.
This looks like...
Wait, hold on. I don't have a bald spot. Excuse me. I don't have a bald spot. It appears that way.
Oh, I was like, damn, dude.
My headphones bugging out.
You drop your computer or something? Why does this look like an eyesight camera from 2002?
No, that's what I'm using. I'm using my webcam, but Nate will have the proper footage.
Gotcha. Okay, dude, it's been a weird 24 hours. Okay.
Why? What happened?
It's been a weird week. Okay. Let me just say this.
Okay.
We were freaking out. We had a little bit of a COVID scare. It turned out to be nothing, okay? But we were freaking out, okay? So that was on our minds a lot. And then finally yesterday, we realized it wasn't anything. Everyone came back negative over and over again. We got tested like 50 times, day after day. And everything's fine, right? And then yesterday, Devin says, I have a birthday gift. I want to bring it to you.
Okay.
And so I was like, okay, cool. And he's like, okay, I'm coming over right now. And Kelsey looks at me. She goes, like 5 minutes later, she goes, Devin's here. You got to go upstairs. I was like, why? What the fuck does he have? It's not wrapped. I don't understand. Why can't I just sit here? She's like, no, go upstairs. And you have to go all the way up and close the door. I'm like, okay, fucking this is so unnecessary. I go up and I'm like, what is this going to be? Like a spider or some shit? He's going to prank me? Like, this is stupid.
Right.
And he comes in. And I hear them downstairs talking, whatever, and she's like, all right, you can come down now. And I come down, there's a blanket over something. It looked like a David Dobrik video, one of those old prank videos. And I was like, what is this? And I pick up the blanket, and it's a box from PetSmart. I'm like, dude, what is this? Are you kidding me? I still thought it was a prank at this point.
Oh,
Chili's
I
running
know where
around.
this is going.
Chili's running around. And they're like, pick it up, put it on the table because Chili's going to get it. And I'm like, you guys are fucking with me, right? There's not an actual real live animal in this fucking thing. And I open it, and there's a full-on 4-month-old bearded dragon in there that he bought for me as a birthday gift, okay? He said, here, have a 10-year commitment.
Yeah, have a reptile.
Have a reptile. Here.
Have a reptile, man.
And the best part about it was that today I had to go to the pet store and buy like hundreds of dollars worth of shit because he didn't buy any of the right shit. And I spent all day looking at videos of how to properly care for your bearded dragon because meanwhile this little dude is like in this tank that's way too small. He's burning under the fucking light it's like they got all the wrong shit. And so I'm like researching how to care for this thing that I didn't want. And I'm spending hundreds of dollars on it. I'm like, oh.
So now you got a dog and then a kid with eczema.
Yeah, pretty much. I have a dog and then a smaller dog with a skin condition.
Bro, that's what having a skin condition is you're just a reptile.
Yeah.
You have the reptile gene.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you need, man, is like a little you need like a UV lamp.
A proper UV lamp, you know. Kids with eczema, 3 qualities. Temperamental skin, colored eyes, and they eat flies. I looked at your story and I said, man, this guy's going crazy. He just moves and he's like, fuck it, more animals.
Oh, no, it was not my choice. I'm not sad about it at all. I think it's actually awesome. That's actually probably the best way to get a new pet. For someone like me, that's scared of commitment and scared of not being able to do what I want to do all the time.
Foisted onto you?
Yeah, exactly. Just surprise, here, care for this thing now. And I'm like, well, no choice. Got to do it, you know?
Hold on, my headphone jack sounds like an alien is fingering my ears. Hold on.
All good. What does it sound like?
I think this is what it sounds like when you get abducted. Like no one can hear this. Okay.
Is that what it sounds like?
Yeah. Yo, did you put on a voice effect?
No.
Are you just putting on a fucking...
I'm just
Are you just
beatboxing,
fucking
dude.
with me? Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
All right, and tapping back in now. I fixed the alien. Tell the people at home what you were saying.
So the podcast that I was doing with iHeartRadio is called "The Pleasure Is Ours."
The pleasure is
And
shared.
today is Thursday. This episode is going up basically right after we record it because we're already late because we were supposed to have a guest, and I'll explain that too. But we did. So the episode is live. It just went live today, and the last episode is with Noel. So it's basically just another episode of this podcast.
So it's our way of saying sorry that this episode stunk so bad. But that one was fun though.
I think there was some funny shit in there for sure.
There's definitely funny shit in there.
It was a little bit more structured than this, but still we kind of just did what we do and we just fucked around.
People are gonna listen to that and go, "Yeah, you should just do every episode like this." 'Cause this other shit you guys have been doing is terrible, man.
No, that'll be a good substitute for this cursed fucking episode.
This is a cursed ass episode.
And I'll tell you. Go ahead.
Sorry. No, we should just tell Kyle this one's like to title it. This one is cursed.
Yeah, the cursed episode.
Well, yeah. Let the folks know who we were supposed to hang with.
Okay, so, well, you guys already know. A couple weeks back, Carrington from Love Island hit us up.
Yeah.
And so Noel said, "You want to be on the podcast?" And he was like, "Yeah, for sure." And so he was going to come through and do it in person. And then it was COVID thing. We were like, let's just do it virtually. And for some reason, we just are the worst when it comes to scheduling. Like, I don't know why we didn't follow up with him or whatever. Because he was on a flight. He couldn't even have done it. We thought that he was going to be at a hotel because I think he told Kyle that he was going to be here at that time or something. I don't know what happened, but we completely fucked it. And so it's going to happen next week instead. Yeah. And we were supposed to he was going to jump in the Zoom and we were going to record it right then when we were doing the first half of this episode, but it didn't work. So.
Yeah, well, just much like everything. Well, you know, you guys will be glad to know that we're finally gonna get some additional help with this shit. Yeah.
We're working on finding like a big boy producer who's gonna help dial everything in. So
take us to the next level.
Yeah,
take us to the level we should have been at. Dude, I ran over my fucking phone.
Yeah, so do you want to talk about that?
Today is so cursed.
Yeah.
Everything is so cursed.
Tell me about it. I got to go feed a fucking lizard live crickets after this. He's hungry. He hasn't eaten in like a few hours. I don't know. Everything I read about how to feed a bearded dragon is different. So I don't know what I'm doing.
You should just feed him pizza, see what happens.
No, that's what we're eating tonight, pizza.
Hey, buddy, here you go.
Sorry, go ahead. You ran over your phone. Do you want to talk about this?
Yeah,
Don't reveal too much, though.
No, I won't. Actually, maybe that's the most I should say. Yeah, I ran over my phone, and you guys will find out soon.
Okay, yeah. So, and wait, you called me from your watch?
Hey, I called you from. First of all, being able to make phone calls from your Apple Watch is the most Power Ranger shit that you can do. I'm like driving, and I'm like, hello, 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 hello. It made me just
Cody, come in.
Yeah.
There's an issue at the TMG studio. I'll be there stat.
No, you have to touch your AirPod and speak into your Apple Watch. I'm on my way. Yeah, so I bust my phone and I'm making calls because people are texting me and stuff, and I'm like, I can't respond to anything, and I'm making calls from my phone, and I said, why do I need a phone? I just have this thing.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you just want to cruise through a just like a grocery store or something, just like yeah, and then up to totally, and
Just out loud. Yeah, dude, she sucked my shit off, dude. No, I'm not kidding, man. She really sucked it, dude.
Sucked it. And for some reason, it's like the hand position is worse to me than speaking on speaker. Because on speaker, having some shit on speaker is like, this person really doesn't give a shit. But Apple Watch speaker is like, man, you're really trying to be annoying. To the base, dude. She went to the base.
Fuck, that'd be a great Nelk prank.
Oh, yeah.
They got to do that one. Just
man,
standing beside a dude at a grocery store and being like, dude, she sucked my shit. Here, tell him. And holding your watch up to this guy. What's your name?
Yeah. I've never had, that to me was the most tech experience I've had in my life. This feature is dumb as hell.
What is?
Calling from your watch? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, clearly it's helpful in one situation.
I think that's why they made it, is for that exact situation.
Yeah, when people smash their incredibly fragile phones. Do you have a crack in your phone yet?
The very first day I had it, I was riding the Scusa.
Yeah.
And
Scusa, by the way, guys, is one of those bikes from the the No Flex music video.
yeah, did I tell you about the leaning thing?
Yeah.
I told you about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the very first day I had it, I think it was that day, I was cruising around thinking that, I was like, thought I looked cool. And then my phone flew out of my pocket and just landed on the ground. Like literally right after I unpackaged it. You want to know what else? I lost my MacBook Pro charger, and then I lost my AirPods. And so I switched back to my old AirPods, and I was going to go for a run yesterday, and I opened the case, and they're not in there. I lost those too. I'm just a piece of shit. I can't. I'm almost 30. I'm 30 now. Why can't I handle my shit?
Man, some 30-year-old birthday, bro. I'm 30. I can't even find my AirPods, dude. Who am I? Who am I? I'm a mess.
Oh, man.
Dude, yeah. I just can't wait for this cursed ass experience to be over, so
Yeah,
we can
man.
hit next week fresh and right. And I'm moving tomorrow. Well, between
Oh, let's hope to God that's not cursed.
no, you know what, bro? That's the one. That's that's a positive. I mean, that's a positive thing. There's a handful of positive things today, but the shout out to my contractor, bro. He shout out my contractor. I'm saying big things. We're coming up. We got contractors. Shout out my contractor. Boop, 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 boop.
Shout out my contractor. Shout out my security lady. She's hot. Yo, big shout out my electrician.
Yo.
He hooks it up, man.
My electrician
Timers
so
and everything.
fire. So
My
fire.
electrician is fire, dude.
So fire. So fire, dog.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so shout out my contractor.
What did he do? Why are you shouting him out?
No, he
Does
just
he listen to this?
No. But no, he's just like we didn't have too much going on at our place, but it was basically a recommendation like, yo, dude, you have these random odds and ends that are like just one step above a handyman. Like it requires some people. But basically we got a recommendation, say, yo, this guy's awesome and he'll take care of it. And we hit him up and he's like, yeah, I got some time. So I told him about my studio panels, because I was really dreading having to spend any money. I'm like, God, fuck, we're moving. I don't want to, whatever. So I call him and he's like, oh yeah, I can move those, no problem. And he made them work in the new space. And so we went up to the new spot, and it's just like my studio's going to move like clean. So episode next week for sure.
Wait, what? You're using the same panels and it works?
Yep, works.
Oh, what? That's sick.
Yeah, just clean.
Oh, that's so nice. Oh my God, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. The guy that came through and did this was like, yeah, you could sell your old panels. There's tons of people looking for these right now, because everyone's, I guess, trying to like treat their rooms, because a lot more music being made right now.
Yep.
And and everyone's working from home. Yeah, probably for Zoom actually. I don't know. And he's like, I was like, how much could I get for these things? He's like, probably $100 a pop. I listed them on Craigslist. Offer me up everything.
Nothing.
Not a single fucking hit.
No.
Nothing.
No. I can't believe, it's so funny. That guy goes, you can sell them 100 a piece. How much are you selling them for, bro? Oh, we're doing them like 600 each.
Yeah.
So many people need these. It's crazy. I get calls for this every day.
Yeah.
People need my service.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
We sell them for way more. We fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Because you need these, so we fuck you.
I had another guy come spec out my new spot. And you know what? Crazy thing, my new place, my new office is a little bit smaller, but I kind of like it more.
Yeah, I was listening to, or I was watching one of my old videos, as I do. I watch all my own shit all the time. Go back and watch how funny I used to be. And the audio is a lot better in my old studio, I noticed, because it's just smaller.
Yep.
And the treatment was better. It's like being in a closet with a bunch of clothes. Like the audio in there is just the best it could ever be.
So if you're at home right now listening to our podcast, and you have an itch to be creative, and you've been thinking like, but no, you don't.
Yeah.
Okay. Tim the Tap Man does it in a 6x7 room. And now,
bro, there's so many acoustic panels on fucking Craigslist. What the fuck?
Everyone's trying to dump them. That's good. That's good news. Oh, bro. Also, you know what I said? I'm glad that this second half was delayed, because in the last half our brains were so melted from all the shit we had done earlier that day. And I said, man, what really happened this week? I go, nothing really. Bro, Boosie and Benny the Butcher both got shot in the leg.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
Benny's fine. I think they took his chains, which makes me sad. But, he's got this line where he says, you want my chain? Well, come take it. It's kind of fucking hard.
Wow.
So, someone did take them. But
yeah, they did that.
But, I mean...
Is this the guy that got shot in the face? The guy that...
No, that's Conway.
Oh, okay, right. Okay.
Benny got shot in the leg, but here's the crazy thing about... I don't know when Boosie was shot in the leg, but I don't want to spread fake news, and I hope it's not true. I hope to God it's not true. I should look at this now, but I had read something where he might have to have his shit amputated because he has diabetes, so he has like some complication with the wound. Hold on, let me look this up and let me fact check this real quick. Boosie amputation. I just did the Kid Cudi.
What? What's
Bro. That? Okay.
What?
All right. No amputation needed. No amputation needed.
That's good.
All right.
And this is a week after King Vong died.
Dude, so I read this tweet where someone said rap is becoming an extreme sport, and it's fucking sad how... Dude, no. King Vong gets shot. Some days later... Did you ever hear that rapper Mo3?
No. I saw him.
I remember seeing Mo3 like way back on like Say Cheese TV. And I don't know why I'd kind of check in on his music. I wasn't like an avid fan or anything, but I don't know why his name just like stuck with me. Like it just has a name I would just remember. Like I would just wake up some days and go, huh, I wonder what Mo3's up to. Like he's my friend. I don't know this guy at all.
Okay.
Dude, he got shot in like the worst way possible. He like went over to some girl's house and then he woke up the next morning and he went to get gas and he like noticed a car tailing him. So he goes on the freeway and he sees his car still following him. He hits traffic. So he exits his car and takes off on foot because he's like, these dudes are after me. And the dudes pop out the car and they fucking chase him down and they gun him down.
Why?
I don't know the details.
Did he die?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
So him, King Vaughn, Benny gets shot in the leg, and then Boosie got shot as well.
Man,
It's
that's
like-
crazy.
It's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
And I think Vaughn it's especially sad because he was only like, what, like 26?
Yeah, something like that.
But I feel like
Wasn't he like coming the fuck up too?
Yeah, and it's especially like I think it's really sad for him because his style of like rapping and like storytelling that's a hard style, I feel like, in modern rap to get through to the mainstream. I feel like the mainstream is not really into that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so
yeah.
for him to be really blowing up off of doing that's like that was like special, and then that shit got taken away. You're like, God damn.
Yeah.
So it's just it's sad, but when I said I did the Kid Cudi was high as hell with Selena Gomez on like Facebook Live.
And what did he do?
I like it's like everyone like was like memeing him and saying like if this video, like this section of their live is the definition of like scaring the hoes. Like he
What did he do?
dude, it's not fair because basically they're live and he's like, you could tell they're high as shit, and he's just like standing with his hands at his side, which is already like
Hold on. Yeah. Wait. Were they in the same room together?
Yeah.
Oh, they were.
Yeah.
He wasn't like in the other frame or whatever.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So they're in the same room, and he's just kind of standing off to the side of the camera, and his hand is like at his side, which is, in my opinion, you have to be in a specific kind of mental state to be standing with your hands next to your pockets.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, when's the last time you stood like that?
That's fucking weird.
like they're not.
It's like you're having to hold yourself.
Well, no. They're not like pinned. Like they're just hanging. Like he's just like.
Oh, like
Yeah.
straight like this?
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
And she brings up like something about like Facebook Live. Like, she's like, we could go on Facebook Live, or I wonder if my Facebook Live works. I don't know. And Kid
Why?
Cudi goes, oh, damn, do you remember that lady who got shot on Facebook Live? And it's just so out of nowhere. It's so dark, and like the context was, I guess it was like a police shooting.
When was this?
Pretty recently. It was like a. And dude, he's just so faded that like it was just something that popped up in his head, and he's just like.
Okay, let's see if I can. Hold on. If I share my screen, I think it'll actually work.
Oh God, man.
You don't want to watch it?
No, you can. I just feel guilty like doing this because like what he's bringing up is legitimate, but I don't.
Oh, this is 13 minutes long.
No. Go to the top comment. I bet you it's the timestamp. Top comment.
7 minutes, yeah.
7. Yep, that's what you want right there. I can't hear it, but.
Oh my god! I really hope that recorded. I don't know how Zoom recording works. I
You're
really
gonna
hope
have
that
to,
worked.
like, just pause it so Nate can beat match it. But dude, that's the
Oh
bit.
my god!
That's the bit. That's
she
like
goes.
What?
What?
Yeah. That's the bit that, like, from like 4 episodes ago when we were joking about like just saying something abruptly dark as hell. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I just did that like 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
I was like, yo,
Yeah,
I'm really
man.
glad we waited to do the second half because 4 people got critically injured.
Yeah.
And then this other dude brings a fucking story the same way. It's like the
Do you ever think
Inception-
about like Chick-fil-A probably giving us stomach cancer?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
for sure.
You ever think about how like processed meat, you know, is definitely killing all of us?
Yeah. Do you ever think about how much contact you've actually probably had with asbestos?
Yeah. Ooh, fun fact. There is something with asbestos in our house.
Perfect. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That'll go great with all the microplastics in the universe right now, in the ecosystem, in the fucking. Wait, do you actually have asbestos in your place?
There's a old water line that has it in it. You can leave it, but you can pay a company to come remove it, and they show
should
up in
definitely
like
do that.
the stay safe suits and they knock it out.
I watched the Aries video that we're in. Aries, whatever you say.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was like, I want to watch that again.
You've been on memory lane lately. Nice.
I've been taking trips, man. I wonder how much. I feel like there was some like mold or something in my last place. Since we
from,
moved,
like,
I've
the
been
doo-doo
feeling
water?
a lot better. Yeah, maybe.
Ooh.
Maybe something like that.
Ooh.
Physically, I don't know why. I feel like a little bit better.
You turn it into Mark Ruffalo from
Yeah.
Black Water
Yeah.
or Dark Waters or whatever.
Ever since we moved away from that black swamp
Yeah.
that we lived beside.
Ever since we moved away from that chemical plant, for some reason,
The
I feel
chemical plant
so,
in
so
Marina
much
del Rey.
better. Dude, everyone. God damn it, man! I feel for Kid Cudi. I'm just still thinking about that because that's something I would do, like to be high as hell, and then something happens on TV, and I say, "Ooh, have you seen that Live Leak video where that person gets killed by a brick?" Everyone's like, "What? This is like a tiny home video. What are you?"
What are you talking about? Well, you're like, there's bricks right there. They're using bricks.
Dude, and then he starts giving all this context because he's so faded. And it just gets darker and darker and darker. And you're like, oh, no.
Wait, just on the chance that this actually records.
I'm seeing everything.
He said, and everyone saw the whole thing on FaceTime Live. Fuck yeah, FaceTime Live. Hold on one second.
I'd like to take this time to let all the listeners know that I've closed 2 out of my 3 rings today.
You did what?
I closed 2 out of my 3 rings today.
Which two?
My move goal and my standing goal.
You got the calories without the exercise?
Yeah.
You barn dog.
Yeah.
So was
going
it?
in.
How was today? Did it go well?
You know what, man? Yes. And in a way that I definitely would not have expected. Yeah, I'm stoked.
How many people did you shoot with?
4.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. It was a good time.
And when's that going up?
I'm trying to get the first one up like next week.
When's our shit go up? Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, we can finally talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Dude, the thumbnail is so funny.
Yeah, the thumbnail kills. Bro, we talked about that though. We talked about it, didn't we? Like making the, or did we not?
Did we? I don't think we did.
Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a video coming out tomorrow. Cody and I simulate drunk baking, and we are confident that you will enjoy it.
It was really fun, and it actually turned out really funny. Also, Cash's editing, very good.
Yeah. Oh, man, he's gotten so sharp.
Yeah.
But
it
you
was
know
really
what?
good.
This fool works for too many people now. So,
Does he really?
yeah, he's working for a lot of people. You know, He's like doing stuff for Converse and shit. So it's not like the back in the day where we're like, yo, can you cut this? And he's like, yeah, sure. He's like, yeah, I gotta see what I'm doing.
Let me see if I can pencil you in.
Yeah.
Let me talk to my secretary, see if there's some room.
To get you,
See if we got wiggle room in the next 2 months.
Yeah, I'm booked for the next year. Dude, I actually, while we were making that, I got the same feels as a cringe. It was that same level of like fucking around.
Yeah.
I got that same vibe.
I agree. It was a lot of fun, and I feel like I don't want to say what I'm going to say. I don't want to reveal too much, honestly.
Nah. Yeah, you guys should watch it. The next one, if we end up doing what we have planned for the next one, I think that's it's going to be.
Yeah.
Anyhow, bro, traffic. Let's talk about it.
So I'm done after this. Like, this is my week. Tomorrow,
Is it?
Yeah, tomorrow I'm off, and it's basically my birthday weekend. So
What are you gonna do?
we rented a house in San Diego because the surf
man.
is gonna be really good, and I just want to surf.
man.
I just want to surf all weekend. That's all I want to do.
That's a good call.
Yeah, so I might go down to Huntington Beach tomorrow to surf, and then drive back up, and then drive to San Diego later.
Nice. Is surfing like hella packed right now, or are people pretty?
No, I've been fine. I mean, not like in Orange County, and I'm sure it is if you go to like San Clemente and whatever. But Huntington Beach isn't that bad. It breaks like all the way down the beach, and the beach is fucking huge. So you just have your own little space. Yeah.
Yo, I did not realize how nice San Clemente is.
It's a beautiful little town, isn't it?
It's crazy. Yeah.
I don't even know if it's a town. I've just seen like the part between or the part like just on. We went to like a bar there one time or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
Yeah. We that's where I went to go check out the race car that never was.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I think I'm gonna try to do that next year. The same event. I'm gonna try to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be it's the 24 hours of lemons. That's what it was gonna be.
What?
Oh, I never told you about this?
Maybe, I don't know.
Dude,
What
so it's actually a super interesting thing. People go every year and people try to make documentaries out of it and shit, and I think that's cool because I feel like not enough people know about it. But basically, it's a parody of the 24-hour of Le Mans. So, the budget cap on your car is $500.
Okay.
And if your car is worth more than that, you have to grease the judges somehow. But it can't be money. So, they put like in their rules like we like liquor. So if you want to do that, like
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and like your team has to have a theme, and so people do hilarious shit like they'll turn their cars into all kinds of stuff. Like
Fuck, that's hilarious.
Yeah, the stuff people fab on their cars is insane.
It reminds me of those Red Bull events, the ones where they try to
completely.
fly.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, what's that, Flutentag or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
God, that shit is so funny.
Yeah, it's completely it's like that. And so there's so many wild stories of dudes doing that event. Like one guy had been doing it long enough that he figured out kind of one of the judges he figured out that one of those judges was building an old Porsche or wanted an old Porsche.
Okay.
So he greased the judge by bringing him like a part for that car. And the judge was like, oh shit, okay, all right. And then he like figured out other things like, so a key element to the race is that if you get flagged for some reason, they'll punish you, but the punishments are supposed to be funny.
Okay.
So sometimes they'll make you give your car a wash, and then they'll see if you cleaned it good.
Okay.
And then you can go back out on track.
So you were going to buy a car and be in this race?
Yeah, so it was supposed to be me and a couple of pro drivers, and like the whole theme of our thing was going to be like double agent type shit.
Oh, okay.
And I still want to do it because, and I want to document the whole thing because like in what little bit of the surface I scratched, that thing is such a cult. Like the guy we were buying the car from, he's like, I've done 5. Here's what you need to know. Like it's this very like inside baseball kind of thing, and It just
That'd make a great video.
Yeah, it definitely would be interesting. So I think for next year, I want to take my Civic, I want to gut it, and then use that for the race.
That's awesome.
Yeah, something like that. Because my Civic has like a cracked head gasket. So, why not just fucking whatever, trash it in a race? So
You think it's worth under $500?
yeah.
I can't believe you still have it.
Dude, I'm just like, I never let it go, so it's too late to let it go. Got to make it work. But yeah, the car we were gonna get, it was a Ford Focus and had like a full like 6-point cage, and it was like, it was gonna be for real. I started getting nervous because the dude says, "All right, man, as you can see, here's your gauges. Cage is welded by these guys I know, blah blah blah." And he's like, and this right here is for your cool suit. I'm like, huh? He's like, cool suit. Like
In case the fucking car starts on
yes,
fire?
Yes.
You're like, oh, what's up? What do I need?
Yeah, and he's like, so if anything were to happen, you just pull this lever right here, and this will extinguish the entire inside, and yeah, you're good to go. So I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't even think, this isn't like a video game.
Yeah, this is real life.
So then I did the worst thing, and I looked up 24 hours of Lemon's crashes,
Oh, no.
and there really aren't that many, but there's this insanely scary one. See, I'm doing it again. I'm doing the Kid Cudi again.
Yeah. Where this guy got stomach cancer 6 months before the race, and he couldn't do it, and he died.
Bro, he is going down a straight, and it's like towards the beginning of the race, so there's so much traffic, and it was something like his steering column broke or something.
Okay.
So, or no, his brakes cut out. So he runs off into the grass, trying to slow the car down, and dude, he like does like a cartoon maneuver where because they're coming up to a turn. So all the cars are turning, and he just times it and passes in front and behind, like perfectly between cars, and he runs right into a wall. And all the comments were getting in his ass, like, "Why would you go through people?" He's like, "Dude, I was gonna die. Like, what?
Oh my God.
Do you want me to do?" But
So
yeah,
it's a real fucking race.
yeah. Oh, you better shut your.
What is it called?
The 24 Hours of Lemons.
I'll look that up after this.
We can go, and you could just do one lap.
Oh, yeah, you can. Oh, this is sick.
Ollie.
This is so funny. I would love to buy like a beat up ass truck and do it.
Yeah, I mean, let's just sponsor a TMG car and go do it.
Yeah. Dude, the fucking one. I was watching an old Danny Duncan video, or maybe actually kind of new. He buys what are they? RZR. It's like one of those 4-seater like giant like go-karts with the roll cage that you just take off like dirt jumps and stuff like that. What is that shit called?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Polaris, is that what it is?
Polaris, yep.
Yeah, one of these.
Polaris.
It's like an RV. It's like a what's the fucking word for it?
It's like an ATV.
ATV, yeah, sort of. It's like a beefed up ATV.
Yep.
He pays like $25,000 for it or something like that. They say the price in the video because he's like haggling, and then he goes back to his place and just ruins it on the day that he bought it.
Unreal. Nice.
I'm like,
Must be
dude,
nice, man.
every time I'm worried about spending money, I'm gonna watch this video.
Well, at least I didn't do that.
All right. Sorry that this episode was so cursed.
Yeah,
But
we'll be back for a not
we
cursed
did it.
episode next week.
Yeah, next week will be less cursed, and yeah, sorry. And next week, hopefully, Carrington will be on it too. So that'll be
that's
fun.
the game plan. It should all go over well. We should be good.
Yeah, I gotta go feed my boy.
All right, make sure you take care of his skin, take care of your reptile.
Yeah, I gotta go put cortisone on him.
Yeah, I was gonna say it, but I left it alone. All right,
All right, guys.
you know what? I got 2 shots of Dupixent. You could pick those up.
He loves that.
Yeah, take care of him, man.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll see you next week.
Peace.
All right.